So today I decided to go ahead and make one of my household favorite snacks, which is chocolate covered orange slices. Now this had a lot of prep going into it, and when I first posted this video I realized it had no explanation of what was going on, the steps, or how long this took. It took about 4 hours to do the whole recipe, but it was worth it in the end. So I started off with 5 oranges, and prior to slicing them up I had to let them sit out about 5 to 6 days just so that they could sweat a little bit. Then I had sliced them into these, I don't want to say thin, but thin to somewhat thick slices, and I boiled them for about an hour, give or take. I also had them sit in the container for 2 days before I boiled them to also let all the juice from each orange soak into each other. I just find that it makes it more sweet. So yeah, there was a lot of steps to this, but in the end it was very rewarding. And knowing that I enjoy them personally without chocolate, and my mom enjoys them with chocolate, cracks me up. But they taste really good. They taste like a jerky almost consistency, but with fruit. So it's very cool, the process. So I started off by, letting them simmer and lightly pressing them down. You don't want to be too hard with them because you can end up breaking your orange slices if you're too hard. And I had to lower the heat to a medium boil. Now this made my house smell amazing. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, you know the orange citrus scent when you cook it or put it in the oven lets off an amazing aroma. So that was very, very nice, having that smell. After they were done boiling, you'll see in a minute how their texture changes, and it becomes more of a candy-like consistency. There you go. So instead of it being the way it was before they were boiled, that's the consistency you want. Once they're in that, I'm adding more to a pot too. But once they're in this type of consistency, you want to go ahead and add them to your oven and begin cooking them for about 2 to 4 hours, give or take. Sometimes 3 or 4, sometimes even 2 to 3 hours until they are completely dehydrated. So that's what I was doing in this video, depending on how many batches you have or how many oranges and textures and sizes and whatnot. So these took about 3.5 hours to fully, dehydrate and set. I had to then remove them from the tin foil, let them cool, as you can see on 2 plates. I had a lot of oranges. I was able to make actually 4 bags of dehydrated oranges, which are candied, obviously. One bag I did dip in chocolate, and I gave that just to my mom. I have the other 3 stored away in freezer bags, and they're just there when I need them. These are great for cocktails, cakes, toppers of any dessert. In a previous video I did a few years ago, I candied some lemons and limes. I also candied the lemons and limes about 2 weeks ago. I just didn't film that. But this is a lengthy process when you're candying fruit. It takes up a majority of your day, but it's worth it at the end. This is one of my favorite chocolates I use. Great chocolate. It melts pretty good and hardens very nice. So I also used that chocolate in my chocolate bar video. I'm very happy with the results. And now you're going to see me dipping each orange in chocolate, and I repeated this step about 2 times just to get a nice even coat on the oranges. And once they are fully dry or even midway like this, if you want, you can go ahead and sprinkle them with a little salt or sugar, whatever you prefer to make them sweeter. I just keep them with chocolate since they've sat in a sugary mixture. I don't want to make them any more sweet than what they have to be. And like I said, my mom likes hers dipped with chocolate. So yeah, if you want to stay tuned and follow me for more recipes or pet videos, that's mostly what's going to be on my TikTok and my YouTube channel. And sometimes you'll even see family videos of my family up there as well. So stay tuned if you like seeing this kind of content. And yeah, there will be more to come.